Hi, how are you? Nette here. Oh, I hope you don't hear the noise in the background. I'm just trying to get and make sure I'm on my creative card stamping thing so I can talk to myself. I hope you've had a great week without me, and I will start this video, which I'm not watching now. I'm watching me, so if anyone wants to comment, please leave me a comment. Or really, I'd love you if you subscribed or shared or liked. That would be really nice. I don't know, I'm not Susan Stanfield, I'm not Tammy. I do wish they'd show one of my cards I made, but no, I'm not in their league, so I'll have a cup of tea. It's actually coffee I needed. I've just been for a walk with the dog. It's not too bad here. So I've only just done this little one because I'm doing a craft shop, how to find me. I don't know if you can see it. Nette Falcon, an independent demonstrator on Facebook. You can join that group, or you can watch me on here, Classy Creative Cards with Nette, or you can shop with me. Just if you snapshot the screen, you'll get that code. But if you want to shop with me without getting the code, it's annettefalconer.stampingup.net. Alright, so today's card is this little beauty. Out comes the car again. There was a little truck one that I saw years ago, and I thought I might draw in the little bits for the truck as well and make it look, see how it makes the wheels stand out a wee bit. And then under here we're just going to do a little bit of brushing, see the moon in the back. And my husband's family live in Scotland, and so we tried to get up a couple of times in the night when we were there a few years ago to see the Aurora or something. I can't even say it. The Northern Lights, how's that? And I just love the colours that come up, and so I have tried to do this. I'm hoping it worked out pretty well, and you don't mind that it's a bit of everything, and let's make it. So it's got a little bit of work in it, but it's more the fiddly stuff with the trucks, cutting them out, punching them. So one of the things I did was I used the aspen tree die, and we cut out. So just before I do that, I'll give you some idea of what I'm using. So this is Blackberry Bliss, and it is 11 by 5.5. No, it's not. Why did I say that? 11's the other one I cut. This is 8 1/4, scored at 4 1/8. That's 2 little dots over the inch, so 1/8. So it's and 5.5 on the side. I have a piece of 2 pieces of white cardstock that is, if I am correct, 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. One's for the inside mat and one's for the aspen die that we're going to do now. So put the mat away. An envelope. I cut out a tiny little circle, which you'll need to do your moon. So I'll pop those away, and we'll get back to them. Alright, so first of all, we'll cut out this aspen die. So I'm just going to get my big old cranky here, because I've got my electric one because I've got a bursa in my arm. But I've had some injections and it's starting to feel better, but I don't know if it's going to get me through cranking a lot. But we're going to do it today, okay? I'll pop that in. And we will get our aspen die that I just put my bench on. Aren't I clever? I'm just going to move my truckie up a bit. Get some more room here. Right. So we need our plates. And we're just going to, with the aspen die, we want it to be right, see, just a little bit hanging over on both sides. Make sure you've got that right before you cut it. You don't want to because you don't want it to split, because then you won't have a full circle. Oops, and I wonder what the creaking behind me was. I'm thinking, what's happening? We're not having an earthquake. Oh, now you'll see some creaking. Look at the table moves a bit. Ooh, there we go. Okay, I'll have a cappuccino now. The coffee came through and they just fall out. So isn't that beautiful? It's quite a good die, this one, for a big one, but because it's not really overly what do you say? What's that word? Intricate. Oh, I'm gonna need elocution lessons or something. Now just pop that over there, out of the road. Just give me a sec. Oh, it's a big beast. I like the little one, but because this is 4 inches, it won't go in the little one. So we put that to the side. Pop that away. So we are using the trucking stamps as well, which is cool. I think they're on the specials at the moment too. So, alright, so we'll just pop that all away. I'll try and put that where you can see it. Now I have left my messy mat on because I wanted to mess it up more. Right, so with the other piece, I'm going to get our brushes, and I did give some of them a nice wash the other day, which is good, because they got a bit of pink through. So we want a purple, a yellow. Oh, dried all right. Didn't get it as clean as I'd hoped. Oh, look at that, the purple was leaning against it. And we want the other one. So I'm just looking through my box of, I'm just going to actually, what are we using? Okay, so for this we are going to be using Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, and Gorgeous Grape. So I might use that for my grape, that for my daffodil, and this for my Cajun. Yep. Cajun. Not Cajun. Alright, so where's my little moonie? My little circle. Oh my goodness, I'll tell you what, it does seem to, things fly away. I'm picking up everything to have a look. My stamps, my circle. Alright, we're going to have to cut another one. So, let me just find, it doesn't matter what piece of paper, I bet you it drops in as soon as I cut it. Don't you know it? So, excuse me running away from my machine for 1 second, and I will cut one. Oh, I've got a kid home with tonsillitis. He's got exams on next week. This Friday and next week, and he's got such a sore throat. Alright. Lucky I left the other bit out. So I have another circle, and you know the minute I move something else it'll be there, but let's get on with it. So I'm going to put my circle, I like to line it up against the line so I get a bit of a thing on it. Alright, so I'm going to put my circle there, and I'm going to start with the Daffodil Delight. Okay. Did a little bit of re-inking because there's a special on the moment. It's on till tomorrow. All the cardstock, so all the cardstock in the different colours, all the ribbons and all the ink pads, refills are all on sale, which frightens me because that might mean we're going to have a whole lot of new colours and you stock up. But I have stocked up on a bit. I really, I like to have a few of them. So I'm just going to run a little bit around. So just taking it off. A little bit round down there as well. It's nice when it looks like this, doesn't it? Alright, we'll pop that down there. And I will shut that because yesterday when I was colouring I had put some red on the envelopes because my big muck of fingers got in there. Alright, so I'm going to use that for the purple. I'm going to use this. So this is some, as I said, Calypso Coral. And I'm going to pop that, hold that over there and just put a bit of colouring over. So, as you can see, we're just building up a little bit. Don't want too much because we're going to add, next, we're going to add the gorgeous grape. And that's going to put us a little bit darker. See, you wouldn't think that the Calypso Coral was there, would you? Alright. So move that out. That's nice and rich, isn't it? Are we looking like Northern Lights though? I might have to go back one day and have another look. But it's so cold over there in winter. I'm not sure I want to go in winter. My husband hates the winter, and then he says, oh, we'll go at Christmas, and I'm like, I don't think so. Australian winters do not get like Americans, or just going to put a little bit more on there to lighten it. I don't want too much because I looked at the other one, I thought I had too much purple and you couldn't see the coral coming through. Dab that over the top of the coral and the yellow, the Daffodil Delight. Doesn't matter if you don't have to stamp off when you're doing it with this. What do you reckon? And I'm just going to lightly take my brush over the moon just to give it a bit of a shush. You wait, I'll put something down. Now that I'm finished with the colouring, my little spot that I did before will come up. I'll just pop those over there out of the road. And how easy was that? Now look at that. I'm going to get my silicone mat out. I did it yesterday on the silicone mat. They said you could wash it off. Someone told me you could wash it off. And I got caught doing something else because I had a class as well, and I must have gone away and left it. So I did leave a bit of a mark. So maybe if you're going to do that, make sure you wash it off immediately. Oh my goodness, I need that. All right. We're just going to add this. And I run it down the trees just gently. And just a little bits of wherever there's a good tree that you can do it, especially in the corners. Now I just noticed, good old picky, there's a little dot there that wasn't pushed out. Sometimes they escape you. Alright, that's ready. So I'm going to start at the bottom. And there you go. How's that? You have got a bit of sliding. So if you think it's not, this glue is great. Now look at that, see? That was just enough. Could be really careful not to be over zealot with your glue, because it just squishes out, and then it leaves a sticky foam. So you've got a mat. You can get these. These are just an Amazon rubber, glue rubber. But don't forget to go through and just pick off the little bits on the end so you don't rub old glue back on. That's all I can say. All right, let's put that aside and bring out our cars. Right, there's a little bit of work here to do. We've got to do our cars, do our stamping. So I've used grey. Is it basic grey or it's... Yes, I think it's basic grey, real red, black, white and real red. And we've got the punch that comes with as a bundle with the stamps. So it's easy to use. So I'm going to have two trucks, because I need to cut the bottom off to make his thing. I want one truck, one there, and I don't need these. I want the bottom end of the truck. Can you see? So I want the bum of the truck with the thing for the wheel. So that away, because you get a bit of everything. And I want one hubcap. So if I cut this paper down and have something to hang on, see how you can put that in, because you've got a handle. And I just want 2 hubcaps. So one hubcaps, what do you call it? Guards. That's it. Right. So next I need 3 wheels. One. And rubbish. 2. More rubbish. And 3. And more rubbish. Now what I do need is the window. I'm just going to stick that there, and there's my window. So how easy is that? Alright, now with the white we'll be stamping for the Christmas tree. Let's move that over a bit. Stamping the Christmas tree and the presents, and that will only take 2 seconds to roll on. This is probably a little bit longer with the card, but alright, so we'll just put that aside for the tree. We'll pop these together. So we're going to just put a dot on for the wheel. My glue's got a bit of sticky on it. Sometimes it just, when it sits there, it's got the glue sitting. Now you can use the bottom end of your pick tool and just pick up your wheel and put a dot on it. Not much, because you're just going to Sit it down. Much better than getting your fingers all messy. And where's the back of our truck? That's his back of the truck, ready? Okay, last wheel. Oh my goodness, I saw the most amazing truck yesterday. It's an American import. Oh, it was big, and for a you know, the utes for the young guys. Mind you, I would love it. So now I'm just gonna try and tickle a little bit of glue. You've got to hold your mouth the right way and put that on. It's fiddly. And the other one. So I saw someone today advertising. There was a Stamping Up had a in-house gathering for all the demonstrators about what's coming up next, and they're all on about the new catalogue, more money, more, all the stamps I've already got. Oh, I've done a bit of glue special, but I'm going to just use my thing and get rid of that. And people had already brought stuff. I couldn't go because we had a open for our house, so I just didn't. I didn't do it online. I couldn't do the I got it the right way. Yep. I couldn't do the clean the house, get the kids out. I had one of my sons going to a wedding, and the younger ones had jiu-jitsu and all of that. So I have got a bit of glue there. So, alright, so that little old truck's for there is done. I'm just going to move it to the side because I'll show you how we're going to do the wheels. And she was showing all the stuff. They had pre-order. So we can get pre-order in December, but they got pre-order. And she had masses of it. And I'm counting my 30 stamp sets from this year, 30 still from last year, and thinking, how can you do it? I have a couple of my friends buy little bits from me, but I don't really have any permanent customers. I do classes, and that helps me buy what I need. But these people that are big, they are really big because they work, and they've been doing it for years. All right, so that's my little ticky tick there. Now out of here, there's a little pair of. Look at that. I didn't do the wheels. It looks funny, doesn't it? I'm just going to drop them down there. And just with the normal Memento black, I am going to just, always telling the girls in class, tap, tap, tap. And there's a wheel. We only need one on this side. It's about how you hold your mouth. Okay, so we've got those on. I'll just clean that and put it away. Now, one thing you can do, it's also got a stamp with a road. I didn't do that on the other one because I didn't think I'd need it. And, well, you know what? I'm going to show you. You can use it. So, you might just put a little bit of road just there. How's that? Clean that off again as well. Put that away. I do need next, I need the Christmas tree. And I need the present. Right. Move that to the side. And with our truck. Oh, before I do the truck, I'm going to get my pen. Make sure this is a black one. And all I did, and it really makes a definition. Definition. Oh my goodness. And then I thought, you know what? These trucks have... Oh, I shouldn't put my head right in there, should I? And there, look at that. So give his wheel a little extra. It just... Doesn't that bring the wheel up more? When you look at that one, it's flat. But... Alright, Mr. Chucky Chuck. He's going to go on with dimensions, but I'm going to wait. Oh no, I should be able to do that now. I might do that now to get him out of the road. Picky. It's funny, isn't it? Alright. Or my little workstation I have. Oh, before I do that, you know what I did? To make him look like he's pulling his trailer, I put a little bit of black. I just thought I'd make a little bit of black to look like the tow bar. Put that there and put that there. Oh, don't forget to take the little thing off. Alright, so now we have a road and we have a tow bar. And we'll just make the little presents now. We won't be much longer, sorry if it's taking too long. Alright, so on this, I'm just going to stamp the present. Did a tree in black, a car in black yesterday to see what it looked like, but it was going to take a bit much for me. So we've got the present and the memento. Don't muck it up and get the wrong ones. And in Evening Evergreen, if I can open it, it doesn't want to play. Evening Evergreen, we're going to do the tree for inside. On the tree, on the... Now... I'm going to get the other one. I'm actually going to do it in the same, because that's the one I really wanted. It is a double stamping, so you could put another green in, but I didn't really want to put two. I'm just going to stick to this one as well. That's nice and dark green. That's very rich. Alright. Always doing the housework. I said to my husband tonight, some leftovers for tea, I don't have to cook. Now, when I cut the tree out, what I did was I left a little bit on the bottom so I could swing it underneath. Now, as you said, did a little bit of stamping over there, but I just like a bit of a little bit more. And around we go. Don't know that my cutting's as good as it should be. I missed a bit, look at that. I told you it's how you hang your mouth. So I'm just going to bring that in a little bit. And that little bit I'm going to stick my glue on to get my tree under there. Okay, just sit it for a minute and let it dry a little bit so it doesn't rub on the truck when you put it in. So while it's drying, we'll quickly do the presents. So I am having some yellow wrapping paper to match the inside of there. A bit of a... Don't tell my daughter-in-law because she's a Richmond supporter and she'll think I've done Richmond for her. But it's yellow and black, so no, I haven't. And for some reason, one of the girls, while we were doing my class yesterday, dropped my ink pens, and I think my other red pen is out on the floor. For my Stampin' Up pens, I'm just using one of my different ones, which is totally okay. Alright, nearly done, guys. So again, I'm just going to give that a little bit of a lip. And oh dear. Well, I hope... Oh no, I don't have any likes or any visitors. So obviously I'm still not picking up any algorithms or whatever they call. I will have to work harder, won't I? I'll put a bit of glue on here. That's it for a couple of seconds. And what did we do inside our car? We just put a car and have a jolly Christmas. So let's do that while we've got our stamps out. And, oh, dropped one. That's how you lose them. If you don't pick them up straight away, you lose them and then you'll be annoyed. So while that one should be dry enough now. You see how I'm just sticking that under there? I'm going to peek and make sure it sticks to the truck. There you go. It stands out a bit more then. And so the same with my presents. Just put it under and hold it there for a sec till it... Isn't that cute? Look at that. You see how you can see the dimension under the truck, but they're sort of like floating. The presents are floating. They're not stuck to dimensionals. They're just stuck in the glue. Alright, so we are going to, with our next piece of cardstock, we're going to do our inside mat. And we are going to do a small label on a scrap for our "'Tis the Season." I do like that saying. It's an old stamp. So I'm going to do our truck. And our "'Tis the Season." Turn that off and I can get that one back. If anyone's got an idea for cards they'd like me to make, I'd love an idea. If you want something out of the magazine. I've nearly finished all my Christmas cards, but this is one I did that I did for someone, and my class saw it yesterday and they said to me, we want to do that because we've got our last class next month and they want to do that. So I said, not a problem, that will be our one next month. I'm just going to put a little car on the bottom, and at the same time I'll do a car on the envelope. Alright, we're gonna, oh look at that, I just put it on the ink pad. Oh my goodness, well, I'll give that to one of my friends, they won't care. Oh, first of all, we do have to get, 'tis the season, look at this ink, this comes out really thick and I love it. Oh, stuck to the little pad. Isn't that beautiful? It's so rich. Mate, gives you all the ink on top. Nice and clean them in a minute. Let's get on with this so you can... Oh. So I'm just cutting around, leaving a little bit of white because I like to, and giving it a little bit of round corners. And that one needs just to slither off there. Always keep your scraps because as you can see you use them again, and on this I just stuck it straight on. Alright. And actually before we stick it on we need to adhere it to the card because as you can see it hangs over right onto the card. So with this, oh, I've already scored it. I didn't think I had. I've got a scoring board and I used to just push them down sometimes, but I really love the scoring board. It just gives it, just make sure you hold the ends. Well, that's where I like to use the scoring board. And once I've scored, I put it up there so that the ends don't move, and then I just bring it down so it just doesn't, it's nice and even. Because sometimes, I don't know whether it's my eyes on the card, sometimes I have a little bit over. So my scoring tool is my friend. Plus I needed to use money up to make points. Okay, so we are going to attach this just with glue. I'm not picking it up. It's already big enough now and you won't want it on. I put a little bit extra because it's quite a heavy mat. Doesn't that look beautiful? And I can see that little dot up there. Got it. Oh. Alright, we need a little bling. I don't put a lot of bling on my cards sometimes, but this one needed some Christmas bling. On his tree. I know you don't decorate it till you get home, but these are adhesive, so they're good. All right, these ones are blooming pearls. See how they've got some really, maybe if I take it out there, see the shine on them? That's Pretty Peacock, and I think that's the pink Bubble Bath Gold, and that would be Lost Lagoon. So they're really nice. They used to write their names on the back. They've got adhesive, but if you lose some, it loses and it drops, it loses sticky. And don't inhale or ingest. I prefer to wear pearls, not eat them. So that's so funny, what a thing to put on the back. Now we just have to enter our inside mat. And didn't seem as fiddly when I did it today. Yesterday, when I did it the other day, it was more fiddly. Now, where's my... There it is, there. So see how there's a overlapping? And I'm only gluing this because I've got everything lifted up and I've got a lot of... well, already got a lot of noise in the card, so I don't want to lift that up and take it away from what is there. And I'm just going to put that, slide it right to the end of the card. Make sure it's straight. And that's it. How's that? If you want to subscribe to me today and send me a message on my Facebook page, which is Annette Falconer Independent Demonstrator on Facebook. If you send me a message, and then we'll private message, I'll send you the card I made today. The first person that subscribes today. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me, and hope you have a good week before I see you. Getting closer to Christmas. Bye. Oops, where am I? I can't do anything because I'm doing it not on the mat. Finding my arrow and